Wow, because Rod, Julia, Nancy, Cynthia, Michelle, Bobby, Tracy, and all of Asteroid Fight Club are so dang awesome, I've only got $163 left to raise for my November 2021 THORnews fundraiser. Thank you, y'all. Y'all are amazing. And thank you to everybody out there sending me prayers and good wishes as I'm on like hour 50 of my Moderna #3 booster shot. And yeah, the effects were nasty. And I even had a 7-minute span where I thought I was going to die. And I was like, I'm ready to be with you, God. But I lived. I guess he needs me on the planet for a while longer. Because you know what? The last 2 years being Planetary Defense Commander have not been the funnest of all time, because it's like a lot of people are super negative all the time, and Earth seems to like have lost its sense of humor. Anyhow, I'm just saying, if I do die, that's probably a bad sign, but I'm pretty sure I'll hang in there because I'm pretty dang tough. Okay, we got a bad, nasty atmospheric river. Technically, it's an AR4 out of AR5, and they're kind of like hurricane categories. I'll get back to that in a minute. Right now, we're talking about Comet C 2021 A1 Leonard, which should get its maximum brightness asterisk around December 12th as it gets the closest to Earth. This recent image by Michael Mazzio, Comet C 2021 AR Leonard from Today's Show, a bit of a flattened comets C 2020 F8 Swan and C 2017 E4 Lovejoy look the same way right before they disintegrated. So yeah, a lot of people are talking about like that this comet is falling apart. Did Space Force shoot a laser? Probably. Or some type of energetic weapon. That'd be my guess. Are you still allowed to make those guesses on YouTube? Okay, great. Do Canadians understand what inches are? Because I don't understand what millimeters are. They're just like really small meters? All right. The highest precipitation totals over the next few days in northern Washington are expected to be near the British Columbia border and the northern Cascades and Olympic Mountains due to orographic enhancement. So yeah, Washington, British Columbia, you guys are going to get hit pretty dang hard by another atmospheric river. I know that I'll feel better when I start eating again. Oh yeah, go out and see Jupiter, Saturn, and Venus in a line tonight if you get the chance. Might be too late. Go see them tomorrow. Venus goes down pretty early. All right. So yeah, you got a 102 maximum, 134, 159 over here. Got some areas in British Columbia, Washington that will be getting hit pretty hard. 159 centimeters. Some people say, hey man, for Asteroid Fight Club, you don't talk about asteroids much lately. And yeah, that's because right now asteroids seem to be the one thing our defense seems to be super great at for whatever reason, whether it be luck or other. Anywho, I've seen a lot of fear sellers saying, hey, we've got a giant asteroid that is heading towards Earth. Super doom. But it's like 5 lunar distances away. So, I mean, sure, there's a chance there might be tinier, smaller asteroids behind it, but I definitely don't see this asteroid as any type of big deal, man. It's 5 lunar distances away. And the moon is pretty far from Earth. But there could be ones we didn't see behind it that could hit. But like, when was the last time there was any major asteroid news? Technically, that was like in 2013. The one that exploded over Russia. Right after that, we started Asteroid Fight Club. Sidebar, I know everybody's got coronavirus fatigue, but I want to weigh in on the Omicron thing. So basically what happens is, my estimate since the start of 2020 was that it will be probably gone or reduced to like less than flu status around April or May of 2022. And so the whole Omicron that like it's more transmissible, but they say may not be as deadly or dangerous. That fits in the whole timeline. And pretty much we've been following the 1918 Spanish influenza timeline. So I'm just saying, yeah, them dumping all that weird information the day after Thanksgiving was really weird. It would be interesting to see who shorted the stock markets and crypto that day, but we never get that info, now do we? Hey, you got a brutal cold wave hitting Europe with lowest temperatures in 40 years. Yeah, energy prices soar to new record. The cold side is cold, which is Europe, and the hot side is hot, which is the United States of America. It is unseasonably warm. Look at all the locations across the United States that we're approaching or setting new record high temperatures this afternoon. That's quite a bit, man. That's definitely quite a bit. You know, as models and projections seem to come in, we're looking at a fairly warm December, which, not many people want, but there are the people out there who like warm weather any season. So, hey, since I'm still alive, I can have a bucket list. One of them being, I want to sit on a mountain in Hawaii and be like, oh God, this place is wonderful. I've never been there. Anyway, Hawaiians, there's a flood advisory on the Hawaii island until 4 p.m. Canadians and Washingtonians are tough, but, you guys have had a lot of problems with weather and infrastructure in the last month, and unfortunately that shit is going to continue, so I'm just letting you know. And I'm pretty dang sure you got another one behind this one. Putin started singing a Tom Petty song to NATO, saying he won't back down in Russian NATO standoff over the Ukraine. So yeah, I mean, there's always doom around if you want to find it. Yeah, new drone footage Monday over Abbotsford shows many fields, properties, and roadways remain underwater. City officials and Canadian military have been sandbagging all weekend ahead of another atmospheric river expected to arrive Tuesday. This is not news I want to be giving to you, but I am. That is not a good scene, man. That is not a good scene. Snow Snoopy palette cleanse. And I'd like to take this time to point out that we're probably in for kind of a weird starting middle of December. Technically, the 19th is my birthday. And you've got Venus conjuncting Pluto on the 11th, and then Venus conjuncting Pluto on the 25th. Venus going retrograde on the 19th. And then Jupiter entering Pisces on December 28th. So I'm pretty sure that cryptocurrency is going to start to take a big dip around the 19th of December. Well, I don't really own any cryptocurrency other than like the 0.0001 people sent me in 2017 that Coinbase won't let me get into. Anywho, so I'm just saying that is one of my wild predictions that, yeah, crypto is going to get kind of kicked in the nuts by Bitcoin Batman around the middle of December. I would guess around the 19th when Venus goes retrograde. And will stay that way until 2023. Also, we have a Saturn square Uranus. And so the first one we had was in February, where we had the big Texas storm, where we had to shut the power grid down, and over 400 people died. The second one was in June, when you had the big Canadian storm that killed over 1,000 people because of the heat wave. So we literally had big weather events that led to casualties and fatalities on the exact days, pretty much, of the Saturn-Uranus square. And so what I'm trying to say is Christmas Eve, we have our third and final actual exact Saturn square Uranus. We'll have another kind of one in October of 2022. But right now, let's keep focused on this, dude. So we know that, I don't know, I would guess the 19th through Christmas Eve, it's going to be weird, and we're going to be looking out for a big storm. Technically, it's another 10 days before Christmas will be showing up on the models, but we're looking out for it. One thing I'm super duper absolutely grateful for my 9 years into THORnews is that you guys give me the ability to talk about whatever I want, whenever I want, and have my own opinion on it. And so I'm just super grateful for that. Industrial engineer Arin Quiores. We observe the eruption of a South Pole filament. This one is directed to the south. It will miss Earth. And so I'm super grateful for you. I just want to say that. Okay? Yeah, there's evidence that the sun is definitely going to wake up and get super strong in the near future. Not only the fact that solar activity has exceeded NASA and NOAA's predictions and expectations for over a year straight, but Scotty McIntosh has come up with a super cool scientific NCAR in Colorado theory of how to predict really, really strong solar cycles. And he says at some point there is a Terminator solar event which really kicks the sun into high gear. And he has been suggesting this for a while, and all of his data seems to suggest, yeah, the sun is about to hit the Terminator event and then really, really wake up. And it is my opinion that strong solar activity is good, although it will lead to more volcanoes and earthquakes. But empires seem to fall during solar minimums, and empires seem to rise during solar maximums. And, this is Scott McIntosh saying this was the cause of the 10.7 upward step in May, June of solar flux. So get ready for the 90 plus average as the north, south poles of the sun or regions sync up. And then we will get to serious solar activity. And yes, all the data that has been given to us from the sun over the last year shows that, yeah, we're probably headed towards a very strong solar cycle 25, which no one really predicted on Earth other than me and Scott McIntosh. And I've stopped dunking on people who think otherwise, because my hackers really calmed down since like the 8th of November, and I'm super grateful for that, man. I just want everybody to get along. It's okay to have different opinions on shit, bro. All right. And with all the gas giants on the same side of the sun, and with increased solar activity, we are definitely looking for earthquake and volcano increasing stuff. Happy Hanukkah. But definitely expect things to be a totally wild ride between now and definitely March. It's going to be a weird winter for sure. Hey, Comet Leonard. This is from the Rosetta spacecraft. Hey, remember those videos I did? And hopefully the energy will calm down and get better. So, get back to making a lot more edited videos. And I've been working on one for Thanksgiving for like weeks, but I missed it. So it'll just be a November edited video, I guess. It's pretty good though. Some people are saying Comet Leonard is still intact. Some people are saying Comet Leonard has broken up. Of course, Comet Leonard would say he's intact. I mean, how often do people say, I'm falling apart? Usually it's after they've been caught for stuff. Yeah. But how bright will this get? Probably not as bright as Neowise, but, you know, comets are like dirty cat dragging snowballs. You never really know. On average, San Antonio would see its first freeze of the season by today. No sign of a freeze ahead anytime soon. Here's the past 3 seasons. And yeah, dude, it's going to be like 80 degrees the first day of December in Houston. So this is definitely not going to be a super cold winter for the South, in my opinion. It's more like volcano weather, where it's hot and steamy. But, I mean, we'll still get hit by 3 or 4 really hard winter storms, I would guess, over the course of time. You know, the USA. Most of the cold shit in the USA and Canada is staying pretty high up. Yo. The Hubble team has successfully recovered the Cosmic Origin spectrograph instrument on Sunday, November 28th, bringing Hubble closer to full science operations. And the James Webb Space Telescope is supposed to launch on the 22nd around Christmas. Space agencies are so weird. Venus will probably be at its brightest when it retrogrades on December 19th. So it'll be an interesting sky watching December. But definitely be ready for surprises and play defense. But no matter what, you do you. But I would just try to get into the holiday spirit as much as possible. And put on the full armor of God. We can't tell if this is horribly real or a very sad joke. Some guy says his wife and kids are leaving him because he took out a loan of $186,000 to buy a sad lion NFT. Yeah, do you know India pretty much banned cryptocurrencies kind of like this week? So China did it, India did it. Well, there's a lot I can say there. We'll save that for later, won't we? German inflation is the highest since 1992, but still nowhere near the hyperinflation in Germany, before Hitler took power. Ariane JWST improperly assembled equipment led to sudden release of a clamp band causing a vibration through the $11 billion James Webb Space Telescope. A NASA-led anomaly investigation board concludes. Launch delayed 4 days to 12/22 for tests to ensure observatory health. So yeah, like I was saying, the South, it's going to be pretty dang hot, man, for December, at least to kick it off. And then the West is going to be pretty dang hot, 10 to 20 degrees above temperatures in the West. And season will be warm. And congratulations, we made it. This is like my 9-year of hurricane seasons for THORnews. And I give the atmospheric defense team a B+. But if you want freezy temperatures, definitely go to Alaska or the Yukon or Europe right now. -35. Will I ever find love? But yes, this morning's sun's southern hemisphere was quite filamentful. One of the filaments decided to leave the sun. Others were indifferent. It appears that the erupted filament was drifted south due to the coronal hole. Therefore, I do not expect it to be Earth-directed, says Halo CME. Yeah, we don't think it's going to be Earth-directed. Oh, hey, I'll make a deal with y'all. Even though I don't feel that great, somehow, if I make my THORnews fundraiser goal by the end of the month, I'll go live, even though I look like shit, I feel like shit, and then I'll talk with y'all. Although I kind of cut my beard today for the first time in like a month. It was really scraggly. All right, whatever. Yay! Ladies love me. Girlies adore me. Even the ones who never even saw me. I used to be so handsome before I started my YouTube channel. I guess it was the stress of being Planetary Defense Commander. The temperature, combined with lockdowns and all the crazy shit. Temperature contrast across Europe this morning was simply outrageous. We're talking -36 degrees in northern Sweden, and then 31 degrees Celsius in Greece. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. This is like the hot side hot and the cold side cold, baby, my friends. Remember, we have a solar eclipse coming up on the 4th of December, and then within a 5-day window, we watch for a big storm after that. This is technically not in that window, or I guess it is, but it wouldn't be big. But we will definitely be watching out for a storm first week or two of December. USA weather's been kind of boring the last few weeks, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. We all deserve a break sometime, I guess. Yeah, we definitely live in a crazy world, crazy times. But I'm so glad you are still here with me. This is a pretty brutal fire. I believe it was in North Carolina. Pilot Mountain tonight. So scary, so sad. Yeah, we're watching out for that storm after the eclipse. There is American snow around. It's just not in Colorado. Lake Tahoe heat wave. Good morning. Be sure to dress in layers as temperatures will run well above normal, with highs creeping into the 60s. While this is disappointing to many of us, views similar to this one recently captured can be expected each day. It's a glass half full time. I know that they like to snow ski in Lake Tahoe. It's really hard to snow ski when the temperature's in the 60s. The crypto space is, weird. Binance has fully opened withdrawals of Dogecoin after a technical glitch caused it to where you couldn't withdraw your Dogecoin for, I think, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yep. I'm so glad I could talk about anything that is interesting. Though they say the weaker weather ahead is going to be kind of boring. But after that, it might pick up. Spanish inflation has surged to its highest levels in 3 decades. Seattle, Washington has seemed wetter weather normal to you this past fall? Yes, it's actually been the wettest fall on record since 1945. Storm Arwen, residents struggling to heat their homes 3 days on. Oh, another thing, the La Palma volcano had a 5.7 earthquake earlier today, which is the biggest there. It makes you wonder how big of an earthquake the volcano will get. Also, it is good to see that someone else has noticed. So want these to stop. This is by the BC Quake Help. Daily is not good. Bad spot for the West Coast. San Andreas cuts through California. As plate movement continues along the boundary, it's forcing Baja California away from Mexico, causing Santa Barbara and San Diego to migrate north towards San Francisco. And so I have pointed out to y'all multiple times over the last few months that, we seem to be getting earthquakes here almost freaking daily. We get like a 4, 5 every day almost. It feels like. And so this happened yesterday, today. And so I just think it's weird. And with us being very paying attention to what happens December 24th, could be an earthquake, could be a volcano, might just be a big storm. But, with increased volcano activity at least till 2023, 2024, this is concerning. Just pointing it out. And saying, hey, somebody else has finally noticed it too. All right. Okay. Major flooding in Zorza. I don't know where Zorza is. I guess it's in Spain. Yeah, they have major flooding. 29th, which is today, in Spain. Here we're looking live at the swooping cold that'll be coming down through Europe. Swooping down cold. So yeah, here's a 5.7 earthquake in, what the heck? Why is everything, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Okay, 5.7 earthquake in Santa Cruz de Tenerife. This is the Spanish, this is the volcano area. So that's not good. Man, this video's got a lot of stuff in it. Whoa, I just heard a buzz. Hey, my mom just texted me and said, how are you doing? I said, I'm doing better, mama. And then I did a kiss emoji, and then the praying emoji, and then the angel emoji. I didn't mention the chest pain because I don't want my mom to worry. Okay, so I am, me, the T, and I'm feeling a little better. Although I'm sure I will consider myself that I feel way better once I start to eat food again, which I really haven't done since like Saturday. But I did have pizza Saturday night. So, going 48 hours. That's just like a, it's like a fast. And I've gained too much weight in the last 2 years. So that is me one of the things for 2022. Man, I got to get in shape. Get healthier. Because, I don't want to put a lot of weight on Pegasus' shoulders and wings. It is weird to have wings on a horse, though. Yeah, this is the Pegasus spiral. I don't like to brag, but I'm pretty tough. What's it talking about? Merry Christmas and happy holidays and happy Hanukkah and kick-ass Kwanzaa and happy whatever you celebrate. I think there's a 6.3 earthquake near Japan also. All right, I think I'll wrap this one up at the 21-minute mark. I hope you guys are doing great. Please know that I appreciate you, although these are definitely crazy times we live in. Hopefully, we will all survive to the spring of 2022 to see if my biggest prediction that the world will start to improve and that damn virus will pretty much go away in spring of 22 is true. Because think of how great it'll be. Then we can hopefully get to the roaring 20s if the music mafia will somehow release its stranglehold on music, It would also be nice to have soulful music to fight the damn virus. That is a whole different thing. Oh yeah, I started watching the Beatles documentary on Disney Plus. It's very interesting. But dang, they're long episodes, like 3 hours or whatever per episode. Okay, everybody have a great day. Have a great night. Band dynamics are super fascinating. I love y'all. Y'all are spectacular. And thank you very much, Asteroid Fight Club, to everybody who sent me prayers, good thoughts. And thank you, Rod, Julia, Nancy, Cynthia, Michelle, Bobby, Tracy, Sean and Xtina, Darlene, Greg, Irene, Christine, Courtney, Charles, David, Rod, Dennis, Cody, Bruce, JCR, Catherine, Amy, Carmen, Andrea, Michelle, Sunlight, Starlight, Angel, DWP, Texas Angel, Wizard of Oz, Alexis, Lauren, Barbara, Glenda, Arnica, Lightsoul, Dan, Marlita, Brian, KJ, and Max. Who knows? I might even feel good enough tonight to go get a chicken sandwich at Whataburger. We'll see, though. Stay tuned. God bless everyone. Peace out. Talk to y'all soon.